I believe that we are live. Good afternoon to everybody. Hello. We're about to be into quarter four. Can you believe it? Man, yeah, October is the first month of quarter four, and here we are. So, we're going to talk about the campaign of the month for September. This is something that I have been using in my own business for over a decade, or close to a decade, and it's actually remarkably simple. The idea is recovering a hard bounced email. So, if you don't know what a hard bounced email is, the idea is it's like sending a letter to somebody, and you write the address on the letter, and then the letter comes back undeliverable. That's what a hard bounce is. That's why it's called a hard bounce. You send an email to somebody, it just comes right back. Like, this doesn't exist. So this is something that I've been doing in my own business for a long time. And this is the campaign of the month. You can now download this for free. And the blog post is about to be released in the next hour-ish or so after this. Uh, the model's ready to go. All the plays are ready to go. I was not able to publish the whole thing before today, rather than in the last hour. But here's where we're at. If you don't pay attention to this, your database is going to be full of trash. Okay? Email attrition is a real thing that exists. If you get 100 emails a year from now, all 100 of those emails will not work. And if you care about the relationship, then you need to use this automation in your business. So this is how it works. And because we're using the Knights of Automation today, not using, gosh, I apologize. This is the Knights of Automation. I'm going to do a deep dive into how this works, which I've been using again from a business for many years. So when email hard bounces, they're going to be tagged or segmented or whatever to say that there's a hard bounce. Which, by the way, we're using Keap. This is not unique to Keap. This is something you could do in HubSpot or ActiveCampaign or GHL, whatever. If you care about the relationship, you will do this. So when someone's email hard bounces, if you have a phone number for somebody, you should pick up the phone and call them. Hey, sent you an email, didn't come back. What's your new email address? It's the exact same thing as if you sent a letter to somebody and it came back. Hey, what's going on, buddy? I sent you a letter in the mail. It came back. What's your new address? Like, automation is relationships at scale. This is how to do relationships at scale. If you don't have a phone number on file, you can go ahead and seek them out on social. And we'll talk about these things in a moment. This is the logic. It's very simple. It's a very binary yay or nay. Listen, they go into the phone recovery sequence if phone number 1 is not empty. If there is a phone number on file, that's where they go. If you do not have a phone number, if phone 1 is empty for whatever reason, then we're going to go ahead and try and find them on social. The objective is the exact same. And you'll see this when you download this and look at the automation overview. But this is the Knights of Automation. We're going to get a little deeper into it. The whole point is you need to get a good email address. This is an internal form. The only thing on this internal form is collecting a working email address. That's it. And again, this is not unique to Keap or HubSpot or GHL or whatever. You can create a form to collect a good email address from somebody, or maybe you have a field in the system if internal forms don't exist. That's something that Lisa Kata taught me specifically regarding to GHL. Maybe you can never get a good email address. Maybe you just never hear back from them. And that's okay. Things happen. People are people. Humans exist. There's also a note template to say, listen, I was unable to recover this hard bounced email. Okay. That's the objective. The objective, obviously, is to get a good email address. But if you can't, you should at least document that in the CRM. Bottom line. So this starts because we tag them as a hard bounce. If we get a good email, we're going to remove that tag. That is what is in the tag reset right here. We just remove that tag. Very simple, very plain. There's no magic here. Okay? If you can't get a good email address, that's fine. There's a ground here. The reason why we have a ground is so this mechanism can repeat over time. I want you to imagine this. You meet somebody at an event, and they give you their corporate email address. They give you the email for their job, and then they lose their job. That email goes away. You try to send them an email, and it bounces. It comes back. So you recover a good email address with them. You message them. You call them. God forbid you speak to somebody. You text them, and they say, oh, yeah, no, I don't work there anymore. Here's my new email address. So then you get a good email address, right? What happens a couple of years later? The same thing happens. You email them, it comes back, and you say, hey, what's up, Johnny, anybody? Your email don't work no more. They're going to be like, yeah, I don't work there anymore, but here's my new email address, right? Or maybe here's my personal Yahoo, or my personal Gmail, or personal Hotmail, whatever. That's why we have a ground here. Otherwise, this mechanism cannot repeat. All right? So check this out. These recovery sequences for the phone or the social, they are sisters. They are twins. The only difference is I have a phone number and I can call someone or text somebody. Or I don't. And maybe I try to find them on social. So look at this. Recovery sequence. It's very simple. Again, automation is relationships at scale. If somebody's email bounces, what am I going to do? I'm going to try and get a good email from them. So there's just a task. Here's a hard bounce call. Listen, go call this person, get a good email address. And then we're even making it very simple for you. We say, look, when you get an updated email, go fill out this internal form. If you can't get a good email, cool. No harm, no foul. Just apply this note that you couldn't get it. Okay? And then we even give you a suggestion. Here's a text message you could send to people, which we're going to analyze this because this is 4 sentences. That is a relationship at scale. So you start off by saying, name, Justin. My friend, I apologize for the random message. Looks like the email I have is no good anymore. Okay? Depending on your brand, you might not call them your friend. You should be friends with your people. Okay? I apologize for the random message. And it looks like the email I don't have, I have for you isn't good anymore. If this were to be a but, think about how that would change. Hey, I apologize for the random message, but it looks like I have an email. It's not good for you anymore. You're literally creating a problem linguistically. Sorry for the message. Being humble, having a little humility, and whatever email isn't good for you anymore. That's not a problem. We're conjoining them, statement A and statement B, which is different than statement A but statement B. Now there's like a conflict. Is there a better place to reach you besides whatever email address I had on file? Okay? We're literally echoing back what I had for you in the message. We're not some romance scammer. We're not sending a random message just like, hey, hope you're having a good day. We're proving that, no, I actually had data on you. But it's not Big Brother-y. In fact, this is a binary question. Is there a better place to reach you? Yes or no? But there's 2 whole sentences of context before this. Okay? And then because we care about our people, why? Because we care about our people. What's going on? How is life going these days? This is the perfect opportunity to reconnect with people, by the way. If you email someone and it bounces back, but like you have their phone number, what's going on, man? How's life? What's going on? This is not a binary question. This 4th sentence right here demonstrates that you care about who they are as a person. If you don't care about who they are as a person, don't watch this. Leave. Ban this page. Go block it. You're not the target audience. You should care about every single person in your database. I don't care if you have 100 people, 10,000 people, 1 million, 10 million people. You need to care about every single person, because you know what? This whole contact first name right here, this is a human being with hopes and dreams and fears and challenges and things they want to do with their life. So you better care. And if you don't use this. Because you're not the type of people that BPro wants to attract. There's nothing professional about trying to artificially manufacture a relationship. You have to care. Okay? So, to sum it up, there's a lot going on in these 4 sentences. Think of beating this dead horse. And you know what? If you never hear back from them, just apply a note. We never heard back from them. Couldn't get a good email. If you get a good one, cool. Go fill out this internal form. Let's click up. This is for people that we have a phone number for. What if you don't have a phone number for them? Social media exists. It's the same thing. You send them a message. Go find them on social media. Message them to get a good email address. And you know what? It's the exact same message. Because you care. If you don't care, leave. Get out of here. You're not cool. You gotta care about your people. Okay? That is the entire thing. That's it. This is how you create and sustain relationships. Because just like real people never live in the same address for their entire life, most people don't have the same email address for their entire life. So when you send an email and it comes back as undeliverable, if you don't care, fine. Not my prerogative. I care. When an email bounces and it comes back as undeliverable, I reach out to those people. And I say, hey, I see you. I care about you. I want to make sure that I can contact you if I need it. That's the entire point behind this entire conversation here. And that's it. That's the Nights of Automation for today. You'll be able to download this in the next hour-ish. after I've published this. I don't think we have any questions or comments here, and that's okay, because it's very simple. I don't know if there's much to question about this. If you care about the people that relate to your business, if you care about the people that pay you money, if you care about your team, you need to care about the fact that when you send an email, if it comes back as undeliverable, you at least make an attempt to try and make sure you can email those folks. And that's it. That's the Nights of Automation for today. So, as a friendly reminder, we do this on the 2nd and the 4th Thursday of every single month. So, this is September. Next month, I am going to be in Jacksonville watching my cousin get married. So, Thursday, October 9th is the 2nd Thursday. Oh, and then the 23rd. Okay. We're going to do this. It's going to be business as usual. You don't need to worry about nothing. We're going to be here for you. But that's it. So if you're going to do anything, might as well be pro. Have a fantastic day. And if you have any questions, let us know.